Yeah.
You're gonna get a commercial break where everyone should obviously go.
We're
check
gonna
out
fix this in
GosMovie.com.
post. Don't worry.
The second crazy conspiracy, and then we're gonna give you some of the biggest conspiracies from CNN that I think the most offensive at large. And I use that term not that I'm offended. It offends the intellectual sensibilities.
Yes.
But as it relates to Kavanaugh, the second one was the woman flashing white power sign. Did you see this?
Oh yeah.
During the hearing, this was everywhere.
Yeah.
This clip, I don't know how many millions.
Can
of
I just
plays.
say, Stephen, I just spent the whole time when I'm sitting here really conscious of my hands because I'm thinking, oh my God.
You never know.
Like, what am I saying? Who knows what I'm saying, actually?
Yeah,
People are watching
like
what was that town in Ireland?
Tubbercurry.
Tubbercurry.
Person from Tubbercurry.
It's a special-
I know she was a Crip.
I'm making some kind of Tubbercurry power sign.
Yes. She's been initiated.
I think you're safe. There's not a lot of diversity in
All right,
Ireland.
here's the clip. This is the clip that went super. For people who didn't see it, this is the white. Go ahead, Quarter Black. This is the clip.
And the 99% and things like that I thought I ought to clear up.
I've ever seen this in my timeline going, because sometimes when you see something viral and you don't have the context, I remember watching that going, what's...
Do you know some of the people really, you know, what's very scary in the world is that some people have far too much time on their hands. I don't know if you've heard that expression. I mean, we came across that when we were making like Frack Nation, making films about the environmental movement. One thing that struck us was a lot of women involved, even though I'm a Me Too, very much Me Too.
What is this? Oh, that's hashtag.
Yeah.
Of course that's
You
hashtag.
just
What
can't
did you
stop.
think I was doing?
You just can't stop yourself from the gang symbol.
Of course I'm always that gang single.
And gonna give it to you. She gonna give it
Oh
to
my
you.
But
gosh.
basically, you find an awful lot of people in the environmental movement are people with a lot of time on their hands, an awful lot of money, and an awful lot of time on their hands.
Yeah.
And you know what? They'd be better off going home and knitting, or I don't know, macrame, cook something. I don't know, do anything.
I don't
But
even know what
only
Our other activities.
macrame. Or,
I don't know what macrame is. It sounds like a crossbreed between macaroni and macrame.
Or no, maybe it's origami.
Did you
is it
turn-
origami?
That's an Asian.
Embroidery.
That's out of all of our wheelhouses at this point.
Origami.
Did you find out about the woman? Did you know who she was finally? Her name
yeah,
was
no,
Natasha?
we know who she
Mexican,
is.
Jewish American.
Yeah.
Family Polish Jews who escaped the
Oh
Holocaust.
my gosh.
It
She was
doesn't
a
like.
Nazi.
Oh my God, she's like a walking diversity Photoshop. It's like CNN can't do research because it burns. I can't possibly. I can't. Is PubMed in the browser bar? I can't.
Oh, I love
Maybe
it. But
they'll
it's
get hit
news.
by a
That's
car.
That's the news that we get today, Stephen.
Instead of recognizing that the woman was just resting her arm, what would the left, unless it's propaganda, they'd rather believe that there's some vast conspiracy of secret white supremacists in D.C. flashing white power signs in order to coordinate the racist agenda. By the way, an agenda which comprises largely of flashing white power signs. Nothing else ever actually happens.
Yeah.
Like there's like Hitler was saying, like, okay, listen, this is what we're going to do before the final solution. Okay, you're going to sit before Parliament, and you're going to go like this. All the time. They will never see it coming.
Is this like the new NFL like dances that they choreograph? Like this is what she's doing. That's what we're going to see every time. By the way, did you know that every time a three-pointer is hitting the NBA, a lot of times they hold their hand up just like that, which I guess is every black NBA player saying that they're.
And every German watching it was like, "That's the symbol for Zyklon B. I knew he was one of us." You would say something, Quarter Black?
Well, aren't the people that would be like for those signs? They're more for like people that straight up say I'm a racist.
Yeah.
Those people.
Yes,
like,
pretty much.
They're not for like
You have to bleep
the little
yourself.
Word, yeah.
No, I don't,
They're
exactly.
like for like the little.
Yeah, they don't really
hiding
disguise
side.
it.
They're not for hiding at all.
Like the white supremacists, like they have a swastika tattoo, and all of a sudden they're trying to play it cool with like, yeah, I got a swastika, but when I sign "Burn the Jews," I kind of hide it with my bicep.
Yes, just right there.
It's time to call these people, they're conspiracy theorists. This is what, or propagandists. These are micro examples from the Kavanaugh hearings alone. It's just the tip of the iceberg. They've engaged in this kind of behavior for years. So let's look at some of the biggest conspiracy. Right now, Trump mentally unfit. You've seen this everywhere. The right was, we were all accused of conspiracy theories about, remember Hillary's health?
Yeah.
Before 2016, even though there were videos of the coughing fits, she was actually collapsing. We're going, hey, hold on a second. This is a woman collapsing. Roll this video so we look at this. And we were going, oh wait, what's going on there? What's happening? And the media is saying, all is well. Nothing to see here. It's like, look, they're stabbing her in the jugular with a diazepam pen, and that's not normal, is it? What are you, a white supremacist? No. Someone help her.
It's gotta be it.
Yeah.
Is she taking her meds? Does she drink a bucket of salt water with Ron Paul? Is someone keeping an eye on her?
Nothing to see here.
But now, have you seen the running with this insane conspiracy theory about Trump being mentally unfit to be president? Here's one, of course, from, well, just see who it's from.
Look, there's so much wrong with these tweets. He even misspells the word council. And it doesn't stop there. Here are 6 of the tweets today. At one point, he's comparing Mueller to Joseph
the people at
McCarthy.
CNN misspelled the word
You'd look at this
council.
if you were in some other foreign capital and you'd say, is the president okay? Is he all right?
Are you okay?
Brian Stelter, how does he get a job?
From misspelling a word, is he okay? Really?
Fat, bald, and stupid is no way to go through life, son.
Nice.
Oh, fat
Ad hominem? No. Stupid. Accurate. Seriously, I wonder how he gets a job. How do they pick him? How does someone have a lineup of journalists, a
How did he
lineup
say
of
that?
broadcasters, and say, that one? How much is that Brian Stelter in the window? I don't know. Don't take him home with you.
Too much. That's the
And don't feed him after midnight. This is, by the way, from CNN's reliable sources.
Right.
That's not an ironic indie rock band name.
It's the funniest name for a show I've heard on CNN
That's what he
ever.
calls for real. That's what he calls his show. Reliable sources. Is something wrong with Donald Trump because he misspelled council? You know what? I can't confirm it. I'm pretty sure you're an asshole. I think that's something that we can all agree on. Trump mentally unfit. It's become his go-to, despite, by the way, he has zero medical training, zero medical evidence to support it. Well, what do we call that? What do we call? Is it? It's a conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
While the right is being the platform for conspiracy theories, which really means disagreement, he's allowed to go out there and say that, I don't know, Donald Trump has Parkinson's, whatever the hell it is that he says.
Right.
When we called Hillary's health into question, it was conspiracy, but there was actual evidence. I don't know. Does this fall into propaganda? This is a question I've been tossing. I go back and forth.
I've got a point. I think it really is propaganda. I think we're really, really close. And it doesn't take a lot of people to do this, right? It only takes a few bad actors, and then a lot of other people can come along and just kind of carry the water because they think that they're right. And they don't necessarily have a nefarious agenda. I mean, think about this. You hate to compare it,
It's
but
lazy.
In Germany, this is what happened in Nazi Germany. It didn't take a lot of
Look,
people.
he goes to Nazi. Look at that.
No. I go
You
to
opened the
that.
Playing the
floodgates.
Nazi
Ira.
I
card.
did, right? Hold on. Listen, give me a second here. It doesn't. The reason
Hold on.
It's the best
No.
example. It's the best.
You'll get no seconds.
Shut up. Shut up, you. All right. So it's the best example in
was
history
Scottish.
of a few people
That was.
putting something out there and having it just completely run through society. Right?
Yeah.
It's the best example in history. That's the only reason I use it. And so when Goebbels is doing it, it doesn't take a lot of people that feel the way he feels for that to become true, because then you come along and say, well, oh yeah, the Republicans are full of conspiracy theories. If that's all you see from the media, that's what you're going to believe. And then all of a sudden, it's not about us being bad. It's about you saving the country from us.
Right.
And that allows you to do whatever you want. So I think it is propaganda.
Speaking of one
very
that people
close.
actually do believe, propaganda, I certainly is the Russia, right? That's previously, in decades past, Joseph McCarthy was widely accused of conspiracy theories regarding Russia. But now, I mean, you know where this goes.
Trump may not be a paid Russian agent. He may just be stupid enough, or disloyal enough, or anti-democracy enough, or just evil enough to be doing it for free.
That's what I tune in for when I want to watch GQ, a men's fashion magazine.
Is he broadcasting like from like a toilet or something? A men's room or something? It's like this echo, right, guys? There's like this kind of really weird echo there.
The lavatory.
And it's almost like, it's kind of like, it's got this very sort of communist-y aesthetic, right?
Ooh.
Yeah, it does.
I think that's what he was going for.
That's
Actually.
probably
Oh,
because
is that what he's looking
yeah,
for?
a little
Okay.
bit.
he's got
That's also because he has the worker's fist up his rear,
That's-
so it throws all of
Fair
us
enough.
off.
That
You
makes
need to be
sense.
close to a toilet with that one. Yeah.
I got you.
I want to just put you both in my back pocket and take you wherever I go. So I can just
That'd be
every time I have a
smelly.
topic, I'm like, I want to make it more interesting. Here's
we
magic
go.
for limb and and dust.
I'd be so happy, except for this is empty now.
This is empty. Well, I can't leave. I'm in the middle of hosting a show.
I didn't think about that, but I did spot that.
Garçon.
Fridge. There's a fridge over there.
There's a fridge over there, but
What
I
have
don't
they
think
got
there's
in
any
the
beer.
fridge?
I will get you some beer in a second.
What have they got? Exercise
Nothing like
drinks in
perpetuating the
there?
original stereotype. Look, it's like I'm Irish.
Yeah. And
I
you
can't. It's exactly what into my veins.
Sorry, can I just say there is an awful lot of value to stereotypes, and I don't like the way that they've been spoken about. They're very valuable. Cliches are very helpful.
They are.
Save
They're
time.
helpful because you know what? They're true.
Yes. Also, some could potentially have prevented the famine. You know, Russia. They did influence the election. Running a few Facebook ads, about $150,000. Let me make this really clear. There has been no proof.
No.
Nothing. Zero. Good day, sir. Any charges brought against Trump for collusion with Russia. Nada. There is none. Yet leftist blue checkmark Twitter, they even went as far as to claim that Kanye West, George Bush doesn't care about black people, West is probably a Russian agent because he supports Donald Trump.
That's awesome.
That's how far it goes. It's paint the umbrella of everyone who disagrees with us as a conspiracy theorist. Another one we got to clip along here real quick because we have to get to we have Gavin McInnes and we have the Hodgwins. The patriarchy. This is one. There's some vast, coordinated, systematic attempt to keep women out of the top of industries and careers. Right? You've seen this.
But I think we still haven't ended patriarchy. We still haven't ended this
Not
whole
you.
idea that we're in that
You're on
somehow
TV.
men dominate, men determine the agenda, men have the authority, and women come later. And I think violence is the mechanism which keeps patriarchy in its place.
What?
Who is she?
What's
wrong with her?
What
happened to
It's a
her?
kind of crazy.
What happened to her in her childhood?
Freud doesn't even have a
Something
form
terrible
for
happened.
this.
Yeah.
And by the way, it's a theory that relies on a bunch of sub-conspiracies that have been debunked, like the wage gap. It also ignores massive amounts of statistics that contradict it. And again, this is key to conspiracies, right? You always go, well, the Earth is flat. Well, hold on, why is the Earth flat? Because if you go up in a helicopter and then you don't basically land in Phoenix, it's not round.
Right.
What are you talking about? Volcanoes! What? What's happening, right? This is what they do. And they ignore all of the evidence to the contrary. So with women, of course, far more successful than men in college, education, generally dominate certain industries like healthcare. Again, if it's patriarchy, it's not very effective. If it were a patriarchy, we wouldn't allow that haircut. Right?
No.
If we made the rules,
we wouldn't allow her on the TV
We wouldn't allow
screen.
her on television.
She wouldn't be anywhere near it.
It'd be nothing but Cindy Crawford and Christy Brinkley 24/7.
straight.
That's it. Elle Macpherson, you know, when she plays her cards right. Another conspiracy, privilege. This is another one. I think this is genuinely, just like the patriarchy, the claim that everything is based on oppression. No data for this. It's preached as gospel truth on networks like CNN.
Do you agree that there is such a
he's
thing,
aged
and
since
we've been
then.
hearing
Have you
a lot
seen
about
Lemon
it now,
recently?
as white privilege?
She won't watch Lemon.
I can't
Of
watch
course
them.
it's real, and I'm white, and I have it. I can walk in the street in New York City and put my hand out, and no taxi will pass me by.
That's not true.
What? I've had that happen many times.
Okay, the
are you
second-
greasing the taxis union?
Hang on, the second guy's black, is he?
No, the second guy is not. No, the second guy's white.
Then sorry, what did he say?
He was saying no one passes me by. In other words, I can get any cab I want as a white person.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
that was
I'd like to
before
see-
Don Lemon looked like dead Johnny Mathis.
Yeah.
I think taxi drivers are kind of, jerks to everyone. So.
Yeah. But guess who
Equal
hates
opportunity.
Uber?
Equal
Guess who-
opportunity jerks. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're my
guess-
favorite.
Guess who hates the sharing economy? The sharing economy. The socialists like Cortez and Bernie. You figure that one out. Let me know when you solve the writing on the wall, the equation, beautiful mind, and the numbers add up. Because I can't find it. The idea that cisgender, heterosexual men, no matter how poor or unprivileged, we have access to everything we could possibly want. But people of color, women, LGBTQAA, IP, and a silent number 2, no matter how rich and successful, are somehow still the victims of oppression. This is the premise of it. It doesn't matter that studies, again, evidence to the contrary, showing cops are not more likely, in fact, to shoot blacks than white people. Or that men actually suffer from the overwhelming majority of workplace injuries, deaths, and suicide. Not women. They never mention this. So we have these ideas out there of these vast networks of, what do we have? Patriarchy, privilege, Russian oligarchs controlling our society behind the scenes. Did I miss something? Was it Russian prostitutes peeing on the Formica while Donald Trump takes a video with the Samsung Galaxy? They all fit the most basic dictionary definition of conspiracy theory. But here's the ultimate irony to me. The actual powerful conspirators, if you look at the definition, are the ones deliberately posing these conspiracies to the public, presenting them as fact while condemning anyone who disagrees with them as the conspiracy theorists themselves. So what is it? Is the leftist media just filled to the brim with conspiracy theorists or propagandists? It has to be one or the other. And here's something, if they're just professional propagandists, as I think is the case with some of these, like Russia, for example, what does that say about all the folks they label conspiracy theorists and then systematically deplatform and ban? Is it paranoid to think that the media is incredibly biased, for example, and dishonest in the facts that they choose to present and the facts they choose to omit? If that's the case, guess what? Everyone in here, everyone watching or listening needs to be fitted for your tinfoil hats. Gavin McInnes will be up after this. I'm pretty sure he already has one.
He does.
Yeah. It's rough.